YouTube. How are we all? I hope you're all having a fantastic week so far. So as you may have seen from the structure that Fresh do live videos at the moment, Thursday tends to be my live video day. So today I am here with a pearl of wisdom to do with interviewing. And this topic has kind of come about from me speaking to a few candidates this week, actually. And there's been a bit of a running theme with some of my phone calls this week. And I thought it was a topic that I needed to address through a video in hope that it might help some more people with their next interview. So this week I was speaking to a candidate for one of our roles. She's so lovely. She's really, really nice, really bubbly, really outgoing. And then when it came to me asking her what she thought her best skills and attributes were in her current role and roles in the past, she kind of froze. She went really quiet. She did the classic, like really shy, really timid, and tried to like avoid the question and hide away, and just her flow of speech completely changed. And it was just because I'd asked her to talk about herself. And I know this is a massive issue with a lot of people in day-to-day life as well. So whether it's talking about yourself, talking about yourself positively always seems to be really difficult. So whether it's to do with work, your personality, your personal life, things you enjoy, things you're good at, as soon as somebody says you're good at something, we all try and brush it away. We're like, oh, it was nothing, or they're much better at it than me. I'm just someone that's managed to pick it up, or they brush off their skills. And you think, you know what? It's such a shame because people aren't as proud of themselves as they should be. And whether that's because they don't want to seem big-headed or cocky or arrogant, I'm not asking you to be any of those things, but there is a line between appearing cocky and arrogant to actually being proud and showcasing how wonderful you are. And it is a major issue for a lot of people. And even I struggle with confidence sometimes. I am very energetic and bubbly and outgoing, and I always like to appear very, very confident in what I do. But I do have down days where I doubt myself. I'm not feeling that great. And I really do start to see that negativity come across in the way I approach things. And I know that a lot of people have that issue as well. And it's something that we're all learning to deal with on a daily basis. But when it comes to interviewing, that is your one time, your one opportunity to explain to them who you are and why they need to pick you. There might not be another opportunity for you to demonstrate how wonderful you are. So why not seize that opportunity and talk about yourself? It's the one time when all the spotlights are going to be shining on you for maybe an hour. And it might seem daunting, but it's a chance to really tell them why they need to pick you and how wonderful you are. So if you're thinking, I have no idea where to start, I don't know what I'm good at, what I would suggest to do is to have a sit down before any interview, maybe with a pen and paper if you want to write things down, and just list a few things that you're good at and things you've achieved and what you're proud of in your own abilities. And you might think, I haven't got anything, I don't know what to say. It's definitely better to do it before the interview than to sit in the interview clamming up and freezing and not knowing what to say. You need to give yourself the run up really to it, because nobody finds talking about themselves really easy. So you need to plan and you need to prepare. So if you think, I have no idea where to start, just have a think about some of the attributes that you have had to contribute to your previous roles to stand out in your field. So say if you've been a team leader before, you've led people, that shows management skills, it's leadership qualities, it shows that you're confident in managing multiple tasks at the same time. You're great at project management, you're great at time management, not just for yourself, but for your team as well. And if you've been punctual, you're always on time, you're always giving that little bit extra, you're always willing to go above and beyond for somebody. Are you great at customer service skills? Are you more of a technical based person and you've achieved a hell of a lot in the short space of time that you've been with a certain company? You've gained qualifications, you've gained experience, you've learnt new areas of of software, or you've maybe been able to figure out some issues with a certain software that your team uses, and you've been able to really unpick that and find a more cohesive and fluid way of working. And it's just little things like that you think, wow, I am actually really good at what I do. I've got some great skills and great attributes. And then once you've started to list these things, you can then go into an interview and name those things that you're good at, and also give real life examples of when you've put that into play. Hi, Emily. But the main thing that you need to do is just kind of wipe away that timidness and that shyness when it comes to saying how good you are. And we're not telling you to be arrogant and to be cocky because you don't want to come in across in that way at all. But there's nothing wrong with owning what you're good at and being proud of it, wearing it on the day and showing the team why they need to pick you, because you don't know how many other people are in the process for this exact same job as you. If this is your one chance to show them who you are and why they need to pick you, then you need to be confident in yourself, because if you're not confident in yourself, how can they be confident in picking you? So you need to just really think, now is my time to demonstrate what I can bring to the team. And it might seem really daunting and really scary, and I've thrown a lot of information at you there, but I'm giving you these pearls of wisdom to have a think of before your interview, because the more prep you do, the more confident, focused, and determined you will be in the interview. There won't be any and ahhing and shying away and change of language. You'll go in there and you'll be able to confidently answer that question. When they say, what are you good at? You'll be like, what do you need me to start with? Where can I start? I've achieved so much in my time. In my previous role, I developed my own team. I understood areas of the business that needed to be improved, and I implemented new ways and new systems into the team. And that, if I saw somebody come in and was just able to answer a question about themselves like that, without shying away and without being timid, I'd think, amazing. This is someone that's really sure of themselves and really confident in their abilities. So just have a practice, really. Maybe have a chat with a family member or a friend and ask them to point out a few key qualities that they've noticed in you, in your work ethic. And I do want you to do this for yourself as well, because everybody really needs to start being proud of what they're good at and acknowledging their skills. But if you need a bit of a helping hand to get going, then reaching out is a great way to do that. Or even, potentially if in your current or one of your previous companies, you've ever had one-to-ones or appraisals or anything like that where you might have had some feedback, have a look over those documents and see what other people have said about you, because more often than not, they will notice things in you that you would never acknowledge yourself. So it's a great place to start. And just the more opportunity you give yourself to give yourself some self-love, the better you'll feel in interviews and the more confident you will feel when you have to sit there for a prolonged period of time talking about yourself. But I know I've given you a lot of information there, but I really think it's such an important topic when it comes to interviewing. You have to be confident and not just in appearing really big and bolshy and pick me kind of confident. You just need to be so sure of yourself that you can go in there and answer any question that they put your way, and they will leave your interview going, they're mint. I really want them on my team. They know what they're good at and they're so sure of themselves, and I want someone like that on my team. So that is what I've kind of picked up on some people this week. They've really lacked in self-confidence. So I want people to go away, really work on this and start to see an improvement in not just their interviewing techniques, but in their day-to-day lives as well. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging what you're good at and being proud of what you've achieved, because you're all amazing and you all deserve to know that. So that is my piece of wisdom on this Thursday afternoon. I hope you all have an amazing week. Obviously, I will be back next week with another live video. If anybody has any ideas on topics that they would like me to do, whether it is to do with job hunting, interviewing techniques, anything along those lines, please do give me a shout, because I like to know that the messages that I'm putting out there are being picked up by people and are helping people in one way or another. So with that in mind, have a great Thursday, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you again next week with some more pearls of wisdom. Bye, everyone.